Broadly, I'll now go for this Hyderabad Metro. It's a completely elevated metro. It's the world's largest in public-private partnership mode. Total, it's about 72 kilometers. 3 corridors we have taken in phase 1. It's one of the most ambitious projects, actually taking 72 kilometers in one phase alone. I'm not looking at this project as a simple mass transit system. I have no illusion whatsoever that actually you can solve a city's traffic problems by having a mass transit, simple metro. Okay? You have to have last mile connectivity, you have to have intermodal integration. So integration with existing rail terminals, we have covered all the existing railway terminals. We have covered this what is called an MMTS. Earlier I was project director of MMTS. I have 66 stations at 63 locations, 3 are the joint stations. How many colonies on the right side of the station for each station, how many colonies on the left side? As we know, broadly that is a traffic catchment area. It could be 20 colonies, 10 colonies or whatsoever actually. We have completely mapped those areas. There is going to be continuous merry-go-round bus, the concept which I have taken from the freight management of railways. Okay. There is a continuous rail bus movement, actually it acts as a feeder service. It picks up people, it never stops. It stops for a few minutes at the station, again it goes to the colonies. That's how actually we are going to run these buses, feeder bus services. It will create a seamless travel facility. It's an urban redesign effort, it's an urban rejuvenation effort, which I call it Transit Plus. It is basically the last mile connectivity with non-motorized transport, that is including bicycle stations, etc., pedestrian facilities, street furniture, lots of things we are going to, I'll show some of the pictures. It's the basically quite eco-friendly stations. These are the 3 corridors. I think afternoon our people will try to show you. This is corridor 1. This is in the absence of rail system in Hyderabad. Basically Hyderabad grew along National Highway number 9. Okay. This is 29 kilometers. Corridor 2 is about 15 kilometers. This is north-south corridor connecting the new city, okay, Secunderabad area with the old city. In phase 2 we'll take it to the international airport. And corridor 3 is this side is Secunderabad part, then Begumpet, and we are taking it to the new city, basically this high-tech city area we are connecting. That's how we are giving the connectivity. The cost is originally we estimated as 12,000, today it's 14,000 crore. Out of 14,000 crore, 10%, they have asked for, the bid criterion was 20. Apart from that, the state government on its part, we are spending another 2,000 crore or 1980 crore to be precise for land acquisition. Okay. Whenever we are acquiring private lands, actually we have to spend that. Shifting of utilities is our responsibility. Then R&R, relief and rehabilitation package, etc., we are taking care from this side. The beauty of this system is this 269 acres of land. Okay. Initially, because there is a lot of talk about this particular project that is selling away family silver and whatnot, all sorts of issues have been discussed. They said this project requires 269 acres of land. I have stuck to the same 269 acres of land without increasing an inch of land extra. I said through engineering innovation, you can spare some of the land. For example, at the depots, I have 3 depots. 2 are the major depots. Uppal, for example, I have 100 acres. Mayapur, I have 100 acres. I said through engineering innovation, you can save up to 30% of that land. I will allow you to go for commercial exploitation from the ground floor onwards. I have 57 acres of land at important metro stations because we can't get private lands, it's very costly lands in the city. I could get government lands at 25 places. At these 25 stations, 57 acres, ground floor you use for, this is all Delhi Metro model, initially Delhi Metro model as a government project actually. So, your ground floor you use for parking and circulation, okay, area. Above that you commercially exploit. Okay, here the principle is that you cannot go for, you cannot sell the property which you are developing. It is not part of the project cost. Apart from the project cost, you have to bring in additional money, and you can have a lease rental model, that is during the concession period of 35 years, okay, you can give it for lease rental. We have the advantage of late comer, okay. All metros, Delhi Metro itself is a world-class metro. After Delhi Metro, other metros, be it Bangalore Metro, Channa Metro, etc., we are trying to improve upon Delhi Metro. For example, in our case, we have gone for what is called CBTC, communication based train control system. This is radio based communication system. For the first time in India, we are bringing in CBTC technology to India. So far no other metro has attempted this. It practically gives you every 90 seconds, every 1.5 minutes you can run a train. That's how you increase the headways of mass transit system. It spatially, rail has a tremendous advantage, okay, with minimum space. I am only occupying about 2 meters at the ground level. By occupying 2 meters at the ground level, we are able to create about 10.5 meter at the top level, and 2 trains are accommodated. Okay, this is the system we have gone for. All elevated metros anywhere in Indian cities, by and large, same method is being followed. We have designed our stations in such a way, depending upon the, whether it's 30 meters, 45 meters, 36 meters, 60 meters, as per the RDP road lengths only we have done. This is how actually we are doing the road widening. For road widening, GHMC doesn't have money. So from project actually we are financing and we are widening the roads, and in that road we are going to accommodate all our structures. So the challenge I have given to my L&T engineers is that actually why can't we design, why can't we do away with the portal system and let us do as a cantilever. Okay. Ultimately after 8 months of hard work, they have come up with this unique thing. We are having only middle piers, okay. There are no side piers actually. So it's a cantilever station. I have the concrete structure of 20 meters. So on the middle pier, 10 meters this side, 10 meters this side, cantilever structure 20 meters, and then the composite structure wherever the landings, be it staircases, escalators and step. We have already the documents actually. See, one is the concession agreement, second is what is called the manual of specifications and standards. All the technical parameters have been listed in those documents. The system will have to be built as per those technical specifications, as per those performance criteria, as per those safety standards which are incorporated. It's a part of the concession agreement. Okay. How do you ensure that? So that there will be an independent engineer, as you have GC general consultant in an ordinary in a government system, you will have independent engineer. Independent engineer will ensure that these things are built as per the specifications which we have indicated. Basically civil structures are being done by L&T construction. Okay. Rolling stock, the coaches were importing from Hyundai Rotem, South Korea. The city is not for cars, city is for citizens actually. People friendly city. City for children, old men and women. I'll show you the pictures because there's not much time. Gender equality of women's emancipation is very much important as a part of my agenda. Okay. Democracy and public space, the importance of public space we'll have to realize as town planners. Okay. Reducing distances, improving accessibility, public space and poorer sections, then improving productivity, enabling quality time, promoting family values, better air quality and improving livability, improving competitiveness of the city, efficiency of the city, with that the brand equity of that particular city. As I mentioned in the beginning itself, you should be able to attract global talent to your city or to your urban area. That's how the brand equity of Hyderabad will have to be projected. This is what I call this a city. If a child is able to enjoy in a public place like this, unfortunately we are robbing children of their childhood in cities. Okay. So this is what we want to create in the government space which we are giving. That's a part of the parking and circulation at the metro stations and at the depots. Ground level we are going to create all these facilities. That's it. Gender equality becomes important. Family values become important. We are going to create bicycle tracks. We have already established bicycle clubs as a part of the project actually in Hyderabad in consultation with GHMC, our municipal body, our HMDA, that's a planning body, plus private sector initiative. There is a thriving bicycle club in Hyderabad, okay, about 3,000 members are there. We regularly take out actually. Bicycle we want to make it a fashion, so it becomes a non-motorized transport, last mile connectivity solution to reduce the pollution levels. A lot of competition, innovation. Initially my engineers said, sir, why unnecessarily do all these things, it's not our job. Practically every aspect of things, see, be it municipal corporations activity, be it, I'll show you say what kind of challenges we faced and these things, etc. We have to share. Ultimately, all of us are basically trying to, different government organizations, we are trying to improve the city or the town for which we work. Okay. This is how we have taken up as a part of our corporate social responsibility. It's not a simple transit, it's a transit plus actually see all these broad sidewalks, etc., which many cities in the world now they realize and they are doing that. As a part of our project, we would like to do at least in the 72 kilometers. We will do it. Other places, GHMC and other town planning organizations will be doing it. This concept I have taken from, Bangkok, elevated metro. Initially they built elevated metro, then they realized that actually the full potential of the elevated metro is not being made use of, what they call the sky train. Then they built a skywalk below, and the skywalk connectivity is given to the buildings. This is how you make efficient cities. Okay, we are going to build in Hyderabad below our viaduct a skywalk, continuous skywalk. That skywalk will straight away land into, to the buildings and give bus connectivity, etc. So similarly, Hyderabad, be it schools, colleges, educational institutions, hospitals, residential complexes, commercial complexes, etc., if you are able to do, you are able to create an efficient city. That means you have city at ground level, you have city at the sky level. These things cannot be done by bureaucratic approach. You have to own up these projects actually. You have to have passion and dedication to do these things. Hong Kong, again, land pooling concept, okay, all of them, normal course, this complex would have generated about 50,000 to 1 lakh cars. They have avoided all that, okay. One skywalk simple to the metro station, so it becomes, you can avoid car. We so far planted about more than 1 lakh trees, and even though the norm is that 1:5 you are supposed to plant, I could have just done away with just 30,000 trees max actually plants. Instead of that, actually every year I am planting 60,000 to 70,000 trees, more than 1 lakh we have already crossed, and with 98% survival rate. And I gave a challenge to the forest committee, whichever tree you feel that actually it can be translocated, be whatever is the cost, be it 20,000, 30,000, I will translocate. Practically everybody wrote off Hyderabad Metro Rail project. Those who were in Hyderabad, they are aware of this particular thing. So what we have done is a lot of proactive measures. Initially we started with road widening. Okay, practically walking. See, every second day I used to walk with my team and identified the bottlenecks, and each of those things, bottlenecks, we have identified, widened the areas. So far I have tackled 12 religious, very sensitive religious structures. Nobody knows what we have done, but we have done it. Actually, we crossed those things. Actually, see, some places we have simply islanded them, attack the commercial interest. Every religious structure has a commercial interest. Actually, attack the commercial interest. Actually, if they are prepared for relocating, we are spending whatever is the amount. Actually, we are spending and we are relocating. I have a dedicated town planning wing with me and engineers. We are very few people, but with commitment, we are able to do these things. Okay, this thing. And very difficult to see, even while demolition is going on, they will not, till the last day, they will not vacate actually. So you would like to conduct this dhanda, a very risky operation, okay, but we are able to do that. This is how actually when I went, the initial walk, it was like this, August 2011, it's a practical greenfield field, as a slushy area, this was, today it got transformed, 72 acres. Here, beyond the concession agreement we have given, this is how it's required. If you want to make a public-private partnership a success, you cannot go by the rules, simple rules. Of course, we have a mechanism, we are collecting lease rental from them, and we have provided today one of Asia's biggest casting yards. It's available in Uppal. Another 72 acres we have given government land. We are able to establish one. It's a laborious process actually to get anything from any department. 1.5 years it took for me actually to 3 secretaries to Government of India of that particular department of ministry changed, but we pursued and we got it. Now we are proving that we are able to build metro in Hyderabad despite this severe traffic congestion. So this is the proposed metro station. As I mentioned, actually it's an eco-friendly plus only based on central pier, not as a portal structure, which is unique. This is how actually we want to add to the aesthetics of the city. With that, the presentation I made in the Global Infrastructure Forum in New York, actually see, initially they selected our project as one of the top 100 infrastructure projects of the world in 2013. After the presentation I made to that, after several rounds, we ultimately are recognized as #1 engineering project of the world this year. This is how I got the award. Thank you very much for very patiently listening to me. I think I have taken a lot of time, but I thought if you can learn certain things, actually see, with passion and commitment, anything is possible. A project that was practically written off, we are able to do it to the satisfaction of everybody, of the citizens, of the denizens of this particular city. The project is going on very well.